Good evening and welcome to Bharat News on Bharat TV. I'm Mona Sharma Gupta, here with today's comprehensive coverage of top stories. In breaking news, President elect Donald Trump outlines his bold agenda, prioritizing pardons for January 6 rioters while dismissing long standing conspiracy theories. Locally, the US prepares for a record deportation campaign targeting nearly 18,000 undocumented Indian nationals among a broader list. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi is hospitalized in Luxembourg during a Second World War commemoration, and unexplained drone activity near a Navy base in New Jersey raises alarms. UnitedHealth CEO addresses public outcry following the fatal shooting of an executive, highlighting flaws in the US healthcare system. In Indian news, PM Modi engages in talks on a transformative trade corridor. Priyanka Gandhi faces political turbulence at her debut, and tensions escalate with Canada over misinformation on visa policies. Allu Arjun's arrest Allu Arjun's Allu Arjun's arrest amidst the Pushpa 2 chaos makes waves. Internationally, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken makes a surprise visit to Iraq following on Syria's collapse and its global implications, while the region braces for a turbulent transition. Now, the news in detail. President-elect Donald Trump announced that his top priority upon assuming office is to pardon individuals involved in the January 6 Capitol riots. Trump's legal advisors are crafting an approach to grant clemency to rioters, while defense attorneys scramble to advocate for their clients. Hundreds of participants have been convicted or are awaiting trial, while others still awaiting capture. Meanwhile, a Justice Department watchdog has dismissed allegations of undercover FBI involvement during the riots, debunking claims by Trump allies. Critics argue that Trump's plan undermines justice, while supporters see it as a move to address alleged overreach by law enforcement. The controversial decision has reignited debates on accountability and presidential powers. President-elect Donald Trump's deportation strategy includes the removal of 1.5 million undocumented immigrants, with nearly 18,000 Indian nationals on the list. The ICE is expediting deportations following October's charter flight that sent dozens of Indians back to their home country. The broader crackdown targets approximately 725,000 undocumented Indians in the US, marking them as the third largest group of unauthorized immigrants after Mexico and El Salvador. Advocacy groups warn of severe consequences, including family separations and economic disruptions. Meanwhile, data reveals an average of 90,000 Indian attempts to cross US borders illegally over the past 3 years. Trump's firm stance has fueled anxiety within immigrant communities and drawn criticism from international observers. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi was admitted to a hospital in Luxembourg after sustaining an injury during a bipartisan delegation marking the 80th anniversary of the Battle of Bulge. Her office stated she is receiving excellent medical care and remains engaged in her duties remotely. Pelosi's visit was part of an effort to honor U.S. service members' bravery during the Second World War. Though unable to attend the remaining engagements, Pelosi expressed gratitude to veterans and the people of Luxembourg. Her injury has raised concern about the health and rigorous schedules of senior politicians on international trips. Naval Weapons Station Earl in New Jersey reported multiple sightings of unidentified drones entering its airspace, raising security alarms. Federal and state agencies are coordinating investigations, though no immediate threats have been identified. Residents in nearby counties have also reported unusual drone activity, with large drones evading detection and turning off lights when approached. Senator Andy Kim witnessed dozens of drones firsthand and has also called for transparency from federal agencies. The White House acknowledged the sightings but downplayed their significance, citing lawful drone operations. Public frustration continues to grow, with residents demanding clarity and action. In the wake of fatal shooting of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson and DeWitte, the company CEO has addressed growing public discontent with the US healthcare system. Whitty admitted that the system is flawed, describing it as a patchwork that fails to serve patients effectively. His comments come amid renewed criticism of insurance practices, including claim denials and inadequate coverage explanations. Whitty also praised Thompson's commitment to preventive care and quality health outcomes. The tragedy has sparked calls for legislative reforms, with bipartisan efforts underway to address issues like prior authorization and drug pricing. Experts believe sustained public pressure could drive meaningful changes. In Indian news, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and UAE Deputy PM discussed advancing the India-Middle East-Europe corridor, a transformative trade route aimed at connecting key markets. The corridor would reduce dependency on traditional routes like the Suez Canal and foster regional economic integration. Experts see this initiative as a game changer for global trade dynamics, enhancing India's strategic influence. Modi highlighted the project's potential to create new opportunities for innovation and collaboration. The talk underscored India's commitment to expanding its global economic footprint amidst shifting geopolitical landscapes. Priyanka Gandhi's maiden speech in Telangana was overshadowed by internal Congress party disputes, drawing attention away from her reform-focused address. Party factions clashed over leadership issues, with Telangana Congress chief Revanth Reddy facing criticism from senior leaders. Analysts believe the discord weakens Congress' ability to present a united front ahead of critical elections. Despite the turbulence, Priyanka emphasized a vision for inclusive development and grassroots empowerment. The event reflects the ongoing struggle within Congress to balance individual ambitions with collective goals. India condemns Canada for spreading misinformation about visa denial policies, labeling the claims as foreign interference. Canadian officials allege discrimination against its citizens in visa decisions, which India strongly refuted. The Ministry of External Affairs clarified that visa approvals follow established protocols and are not influenced by politics. This diplomatic spat adds to tensions between the two nations, already strained over trade and geopolitical issues. Analysts suggest the incident reflects deeper challenges in India-Canada relations amidst a growing global focus on immigration policies. Actor Allu Arjun was arrested following a stampede during the promotion of Pushpa 2, which left several fans injured. Granted bail shortly after, Arjun expressed regret for the incident. Legal scrutiny now falls on event organizers for inadequate safety measures. Fans have rallied in support of the actor, while critics call for accountability in managing high-profile events. The controversy highlights the challenges of balancing star power with public safety in India's film industry. In international news, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken made a surprise visit to Iraq to address the fallout from Syria's sudden governmental collapse. Meeting with Iraqi PM Mohammad Shia al Sudani, Blinken emphasized preventing Syria from becoming a haven for extremist groups like ISIS. Discussions included strategies to stabilize the region, counter Iranian backed militia, and rebuild Syrian state institutions. Blinken's visit follows a series of high level meetings with US allies, highlighting the urgency of coordinating efforts to address serious humanitarian and security challenges. The international community remains focused on enabling a stable transition in Syria to prevent further regional destabilization. That concludes today's news on Bharat TV. For more updates on these stories and others, please visit our website or follow us on social media. I'm Mona Sharma Gupta, and I'll see you next time.